Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy John Megacycle here. Moving on to the Soviet edition of our tournament, best of 3. Trying to figure out in Red Alert 3 who is the best AI, and just to be abundantly clear, we're not using Uprising, or whatever the heck the expansion was called. We are doing just straight Red Alert 3, going through each of the AI to figure out who's the best AI among the pack. We've already done the Allied version of this, and Warren was the clear winner. Beat 2-0 against Giles and Lisette. Almost like no contest. Like it was, yeah, I don't know. Just go watch the last video. It was a good watch. Now we see Moskvin versus Oleg. From what I understand, these are the both land commanders of the Soviet nation. So let's see where this gets us. Moskvin's going to be on the right, Oleg on the left, and yeah, let's just have a good time with it. Alright, so kicking off, what you're going to see is a big difference between the way the Soviets and the Allies build structures. The Soviets are actually just going to plop down the foundation, and the structure builds up over time. With the Allies in the last match, what we've noticed is the structure is actually built inside the MCV, and then once complete, gets deployed. But this gives us a really nice take on what's being built. Okay, let's double check on who we're facing. Moskvin on the right, Oleg on the left. Okay. Quick deployment out of the barracks, some bears and some engineers, right away. Is that a war factory already? Okay, wow. Really gonna get a push? I would assume we're going to get the gunner crawlers. Gosh, it's been a while since I played as Soviet. I don't remember the names quite as intimately as I do for the Allies. Sickle. The Sickle. Already the first capture here. Oh, terror drones. Okay, that's interesting. That's going to absolutely shred some infantry. Or a bear in this case. The bear also has, well, dead. Terror drones are amazing. If you have a solo vehicle, consider them got. And they are absolutely great against harvester vehicles. You gonna get that bear? Terror drone coming over here. This map is perfect to start infiltrating. Where did it go? Okay. Start infiltrating some harvesters. Now, the thing is, the Allies have repair bots around their armor factory and around their airport. The Soviets don't. You need something called a crusher crane. Or maybe it's just a crane, to actually repair your units, which makes it a little difficult to get rid of terror drones. Not seeing too much of a push here. Couple of terror drones still running around. That bear's going for that engineer. How's this gonna pan out? Oh, terror drone, go get him! Wow, really? Wow, that's a lot of sickles. That's a lot. Engineer, where are you going? Okay, well, that was a simple equation. There's a lot of terror drones. I did not expect this many terror drones. Okay, first Sputnik is going out for the expansion. Like I said, right here, a lot of push and pull. A lot of like, well, I'm going to attack with this. Oh, wait, there's more stuff. I'm going to come back. This is... I've never seen this many terror drones. And he's still producing them. What? What even is happening? Was there a proper infection? No, there's no infection. Super reactor going online? Yeah, these sickles are going to absolutely shred this infantry. Okay, cash bounty used. Oh, wow, our first successful infection. I don't know how this was supposed to pan out. Second infection? Third infection? Fourth infection. Engineer just loose, okay. Good stuff. Oh, okay. First sickle over here. Those terror drones might have really, really worked, but they came at a stupid price. Molotov cocktails being equipped by the conscripts. That's going to deal quite a bit of structure damage. Way better than their little conscript rifles. I'll leave it at that. Also doesn't do too terrible against vehicles. Not the best weapon, but not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna call this. This is already over. And our first hammer tank coming out. I believe you need the super reactor in order to get the hammer tank. Wow. This was over a lot faster than I thought this was gonna be. Okay, so what's the plan? You got the Sputnik here, you have your MCV that's having a hard time with life. Literally explodes on impact. Something's being built. A barracks on land. Not the choice I would have made. Okay, Toxin, the Badger Bomber, right? And was that the satellite drop? Wow. Okay, what's the plan here? If you build an engineer, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god. Why? What are you gonna do with them? What are you gonna do with them? There's a harvester in its armored state. And now we're starting to see some counter-terror drones. And just, what are you gonna do, man? What was the plan here? That was a lot of money. Okay, ore refinery online. That's what I would have expected to have seen first. These bad boys, Twin Blades, are gonna absolutely shred everything out there. Their rocket barrage, pretty damn lit. Yep, just as expected. What's left? Nothing. A new power plant, and I'm gonna guess didn't have enough money to rebuild anything else. Oh, where did this... Oh. That was weird. Oh, we canceled the ore refinery to build the power plant. And now that it did that, it doesn't have enough money to do anything. Yep, this is it. Oof. That was genuinely hard to watch. I would love to see the matchup already. Allies versus Soviets. Yep, and terror drone activated. Yep, this is way done. Poor MCV. And all that's left is the power plant in the northeast, and that's that. The AI won't really sell out in this game like it does in others. Not quite as readily as like in Generals or anything, so we'll have to wait till like all structures are destroyed. Oof. Moskvin didn't really stand too much of a chance with that one. Honestly, Oleg had it on wraps. Once you knock out the first, what was it, dozen terror drones, it just kind of ended. Yeah. Better economics than some of the other allies, but still not enough. Okay. Next. Oleg right away with the barracks. That seems to be the good strat when fighting an AI. Get a barracks online, get some engineers flowing, get the whole thing on lock. Yeah. Yeah. Refinery for Moskvin. Power plant, and then I'm sure we'll see a refinery. Yep, just like that. Engineer right out the gate. Couple of bears, I'm sure. Yep. If Oleg even wanted to, he could capture the other oil derrick as well. Moskvin's terror drones are neat, but I don't really feel they're used to the full effect that they should. They should be. There's going to be our first oil derrick capture. Just like that, 500 in the bank. Yep, I don't know if you saw that, but that's exactly what terror drones do to infantry. One shot. Oleg's bears are everywheres. Again, this is what bugs me. Get these into some harvesters of your enemy, otherwise this is just a gross waste of resources. What are you building now? A barracks? Okay, that's a good addition. Oleg. What are we going to see? Was it 2 terror drones and then a bunch of sickles? Moskvin using those terror drones to fair effect against the bears, but like I said, you could shut down an enemy's economy pretty freaking quick, especially a Soviet that doesn't have any real vehicle repair options until the crane. Oleg already starting to give a little bit of a push? Not really. Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's a dead unit. That's a dead unit right there. It's just going to get eaten alive. And that's a brilliant way to slow down the enemy's growth. Now he's got to buy a whole new ore collector. Yep, and the terror drone comes right back out. If you can infect a bunch of things with it, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But I would have loved to have seen another shot here. Either way, this gives Moskvin a little bit of a boost. Still has both his refineries online. I just saw a Sputnik. Right there. Boop. And we did see an oil derrick capture. I spaced it. I was too busy watching this action. Now, if you guys go north, take out that... Nope. Nope. Oh. Yeah, Oleg has a lot of gear right now. This is scary for Moskvin, for sure. A couple of hammer tanks would be good. A couple of sickles would be good. Just a good... You need a good mix of units. Not seeing a lot of stuff here. Did that Sputnik ever... Where did that Sputnik go? Oh, right there. It kind of meshes on the minimap a bunch. I didn't even see. Expansion here as well. An Air Force would be a game changer right now. This guy just let this engineer go away, huh? What a gutsy little machine. As it stands right now, Moskvin owns both of the oil derricks. If Oleg were to attack, this would be a done deal. Refinery for both sides going up. Interesting. Yeah, Oleg has a superior land force. And Moskvin keeps using his terror drones very stupidly. Interesting, must have sold the refinery there. You can tell Oleg is out of cash. Moskvin actually doing a pretty proper job pulling up resource-wise. Like I said, though, if Oleg attacks, this could be over pretty quick. Yeah, sickle is a real anti-infantry killer. Okay, Moskvin getting a couple of sickles of his own online. Interesting. A lot of terror drones. Oh my gosh, the first Stingray. Alright. Interesting. Stingrays are pretty interesting. Think of them like Tesla boats. Almost. Almost with that shock. That shock attack is really good. It immobilizes a vehicle. If you don't really want to infest it or whatever, you just need some time. That Stingray is actually going to get a lot of work done. We might have seen our first upset here. Where I've been saying, like, nah, it's just going to be Oleg again. No, I think we might have seen our first upset here. And a terror drone over in Oleg's territory. Yeah, Moskvin just maybe needed to get over, like, that hump. But Moskvin also still owns both of the oil derricks. That's a lot of passive cash. Badger Bomber with the toxins. Okay, if Moskvin can get 3 or 4 more of those and some sickles, I think he might have something here. Moskvin trying to do an expansion with that Sputnik. Like right here? Yeah. There he is. That was interesting. Wonder why he uses it. Well, whatever. Thinking why the AI does things is a literal lesson in futility. Alright, that gets deployed. That frees up some troops. Another sickle right there. Airport? Yeah, airfield. Okay, interesting. Oleg gonna get a little bit of a push here. Oh, Oleg actually was able to come up here and take the oil derrick. Interesting. A little bit of attack there. Tesla troopers, mainstay of the Soviet army. Hisor collectors infected. That's a shame. There we go. Now we're really seeing the power of the sickles, being able to knock down troops. It took out that oil derrick. Oh, our first defensive structure of the game, the flak cannon. Interesting. I don't think I see any Air Force here for Oleg. I did see a Stingray, though. Ooh, an Akula sub. Okay. And some twin blades. We're starting to see a little more diversity in the tech tree. That's good to know. This is a very ideal fighting force right here. Probably still building up something somewhere. Something's being built. A tech lab, really? A battle lab, okay. I think if Moskvin attacked with that, he would have been able to do some proper damage against Oleg, but I guess this is the only real battle right now. Twin blades are pretty resilient. They don't need to rearm. They have a small cooldown timer for their rockets. Maybe it's a long cooldown, I don't know. But still, oh man, the back and forth with these... the back and forth with these terror drones is obscene. Okay, canceled the battle lab. I was hoping to see a refinery. Nice work with the Tesla trooper right there. That's how you use, what is it? EM disruptors. Yep, that worked out very, very well. Moskvin's got enough stuff to keep him in the game for a while. Oleg trying to expand himself. Expand, comma, himself. He's not, what is he, eating a pie and hoping he expands himself? Expansion's going all around. Yeah, without any proper anti-air, this twin blade is king of the skies. Soviets do have some really good anti-air in the version of a bullfrog. It is an aquatic... Or I guess amphibious. It's an amphibious flak cannon. Yep, there it is, right there. Anti-air amphibious, yep. That'll absolutely shred twin blades if you're not paying attention. Yeah, oh, that was so close. Look at that. Okay, bit of an attack in the middle, which I wasn't paying attention to. Just wanted to highlight how awesome an Air Force is, especially against a Soviet that's not building any amount of flak or anything. I'm guessing this engineer is going to be for this, but not so much as soon as this all goes up. Oh, a close but not quite timed satellite drop. Yeah. Okay, more retreating, more retreating. I see 4 Stingrays versus... Oh, we got some hammer tanks in here. Some Tesla troopers. There's enough unit diversity here to get some work done. Expansion already made. Expansion, expansion, expansion. I count 4 active refineries for Moskvin. 1, 2, 3 for Oleg. Oh, 4. Okay. These guys are pretty lockstep in terms of how to treat the resources and money. Okay, trying to use the grapple ability. Grapple's not the right word. What is it? Leech beam. That's it. Steal a little health. Steal a little weapons. Okay, what's happening here? Where's the rest of the army? Retreated all the way back home for no reason. This might be it for Oleg. Oleg. Oh, okay. Now we're seeing some heavier stuff go on. That retreat, man. There's sometimes, even if you think you're going to lose, you gotta just commit, because all this retreating is just a ton of free damage to the enemy. That's not ideal. Whole lot of conscripts here. Another expansion, okay. See an expansion right here as well. Interesting. Some just bullfrogs just loose. Okay, battle lab. Iron curtain. Okay. What do we have over here? Anything? I don't see anything. Nothing high-tech-ish. Wonder how this is gonna work. Wonder how this conversation... Is you just gonna deploy anyway out of spite? Iron curtain online for Moskvin. Iron curtain's gonna grant invulnerability for vehicles. It'll also one-shot kill infantry. So if you've got like a Tanya on the other team, or a Boris, or a whatever, you can just Iron Curtain it and kill it. It makes it a lot easier to deal with. Okay, apparently that toxin doesn't hurt you if you deploy it. Oh, wow. Oh, some V3s. Oh, V4s, right. V3 is Red Alert 2. V4s can be a lot of fun. Moskvin with a really nice army right here. A sentry gun for Oleg. Interesting. I don't know if that's within range. Nope, not quite. Little bits of action happening all over the map. A lot of stingrays here. I think Oleg will turn this around pretty quickly. Yeah, V4s are pretty dang powerful, especially if your enemy's not moving. Why are the rockets moving in? Gosh, that was scary. Oh, he got his own dude. Oops. The thing I think we're really lacking here is enough diversity to make it count. What I'm really seeing is the AI will pick a unit type, build like 5 of it, and just hit your own dude. Cool. Build like 5 of it, and then move on to something else. Where realistically, just build 2 of everything. I think you'll make a lot more distance on the diversity track, because now I'm not seeing any sickles. I'm not seeing any stingrays. The double down on V4s is nice, but you need enough stuff to back it up. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Okay, another ore refinery for Moskvin. Moskvin? Moskvin. Okay, I'm kind of doing that right. Gosh knows I can't pronounce anything else anyway. There it is, vacuum imploder for Moskvin as well. This really turned around. I honestly, if you ask me again, who would I think would win? Double down on Oleg for sure. But this is really turned around. Another refinery. Now, what would really help right now is the V4 changing its weapon type to... Are they cluster bombs? Precision warhead. No, multi-warheads. Yeah. The multi-warheads, I think, would get a lot more distance here. Ah, oh, Oleg, you shouldn't have retreated. There you go. The multi-warheads, I think, would get a lot more distance. Ooh, Iron Curtain. Okay, good call there. That'll keep his fragile artillery still in the game. Okay, they really had the hots for that one spot. Some really weird decision-making happening here. The army just could have pushed. This would have had a completely different outcome. And that's going to be it for the hammer tank. Another expansion point here that's contested. The same interesting result. A sentry gun, well out of the range, could have been picking on this outpost this entire time, and now we're going to see probably Moskvin build an expansion there. Yeah, way too many V4s. Way too many. Ooh, the magnet beam. Okay, interesting. First time we've seen this. Is it fast enough, though? Man, that was sad. I couldn't even get the stingray. Magnet beam really used very strongly in conjunction with the satellite drop. Orbital bombardment, whatever it's called. Yeah, this. Because some of the units will get thrown with it, whatever you magnet up. Pretty impressive stuff on Moskvin's side. Would have loved to see more twin blades. Not seeing a lot of anti-air floating around, and Moskvin already has an airfield. A lot of little stuff floating around. In 1 minute 30 seconds, our first super weapon's actually going to be, well, our first destructive super weapon is going to be ready. And that is going to be an interesting conversation starter. A little bit of cash bounty going on here. There's so much stupid back and forth that I don't know how to commentate this. Like, if I'm quiet, it's because, yeah, I don't really know how to, oh, Oleg going for the win, and then, oh, Moskvin on the counter, I'm not really sure, because I just want them to freaking commit to combat. And the only committing that's happening here is a V4, which is a fragile artillery piece, being brought to the front for some reason? Okay, now it's backing up, and now it's dead. Cool, good use of the money. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 V4 rockets and 1 hammerhead tank to back it up, and now it's retreating. Oh my gosh, this makes no sense. There you go, a little Iron Curtain action. Oh, I didn't know you could drive into the Iron Curtain field. That's new. That's a new one. Okay, a little bit of Tesla Trooper action. That's just gonna walk on by. Cool. And that's just gonna die for stupid reason. That was a fully promoted thingamadoo. Alright, where's this gonna get dropped? Right there, okay. Front row seats to Cataclysm. Okay, got a few things. Disrupted some stuff. Oh wow, look at this. Paralyze all that. Tell me there's some V4s or something that's going to help this brother out. Just Leech Beam. Just Leech Beam like crazy. Oh yeah. Holy crap, he survived. If those infantry destroy these V4s, I'm going to cry. He got hit by his own V4. Okay, there are so many rockets here. This base is going to be done the very second they can make it. Assuming he doesn't lose all his V4s on the way. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. You get a little concert of these bad boys, and it's just a game ender. I think this is it for Oleg. Yeah, Moskvin was able to capture the expansion down here as well. What an upset. What an absolute upset. Okay, we're actually going to go into the third round this time. He'll just run you over. Freaking. Oh my god. Ah, I knew it. Are you going to run, honestly, from one Stingray? Yeah, I guess so. Man. Moskvin really had the biggest promise in the beginning with the Terror Drone strat, but this is kinda dumb. Now you're just gonna retreat and lose all those V4s, yeah? Or you'll retreat? Oh my gosh, what and why? Good stuff. Okay, Moskvin now with more than enough gear. Get the job done. Where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? Right there? Yep, I called it. There's no other free expansion slots. Yep, toast. See all this? Oh, it's crazy. Yep, just a few other structures, and this is going to wrap it up. Oh, and a Kula sub. A Stingray for its actual purpose. Honestly can't believe it. Honestly can't believe it. That was a pretty decent upset. Okay, we are 1-for-1 Oleg and Moskvin. Let's check the resources. Moskvin pulled up. This is what I would expect in these matches. Much more, I wouldn't say lockstep, but there was a lot more fight over resources. There's a lot more contention in that regard. Really, realistically, when one player goes up, like Moskvin did this round, and the other AI just peters out here, that makes me sad. It's like, none of this was really optimized, or they got kicked in the teeth way, way, way early. What's the KD? 2.26 for Moskvin, 0.4 for Oleg, yeah. Close battles. Like, there wasn't a huge jump up and then a huge decline for somebody else. That worked out really well. So yeah, final round. Yeah, let's do it. Who will be the strongest warrior? And don't forget, we have Zana after this. Like, we're not even done with the Soviets after all this is said and done. Oleg with the barracks as per usual. Power plant, refinery. Easy stuff. Moskvin, power plant, refinery. I could see merits to going both ways. You throw down the barracks so you could hopefully crank out some engineers to capture some of the civilian structures, right? Or do you crank down the refinery first and get that guaranteed income? If you lose an engineer, that's $500 you just wheezed away. But setting up the refinery is guaranteed cashy money. So I'm anxious to see how this works. The Terror Drone strat, I would recommend honestly building 3 of them. 6 of them seems excessive, but hey, whatever. Like right now you make a beeline for the enemy's harvesters. Good, it's a good strat. What's our first little derpy boy gonna do? Okay. Yup, that's about how that works out. Another bear over here. War factory going up for Oleg. Barracks for Moskvin. Oh, and, yep, War factory, obviously. It's where we're getting the terror drones from. Trying to keep an eye on those skeetery little jerks. I want to make sure that we're taking good care of the action. Okay. much damage did that even deal? Not much at all, really. Not seeing any real harvester attacking. I think that's really what sealed the deal the last match for Moskvin. Getting in and obstructing the justice that is ore refining really put a hole in the pocket of Oleg. Captured oil derrick. Not captured oil derrick. Soon to be captured oil derrick. So there's a bear or something that wants to contest, and it doesn't look like it. Probably a failed terror drone attack right there. Already 3 sickles, an engineer, and a handful of loose infantry. This is, right now, screenshot it, more than enough to deal with Moskvin. Now, these terror drones are going to be a problem, but as long as you move your forces together, and you don't have 1 or 2 dorks getting on their own like this... Oh, okay, cool. They double backed. Okay, this looks like it's moving a lot better than the first time. All 3 are infected. Another engineer. Why? So much wasted money. Okay, now I think the first time we had this conversation, I think Oleg won, like, straight out. And those terror drones don't deal nearly as much damage as they should. Engineer to follow, I'm sure. Somewhere. Yep, right there. That's not bad. Moskvin didn't lose nearly as much as he could have lost. Already seeing that 3rd expansion, the 3rd ore refinery going up. The Soviets seem a lot more prone to getting that expansion up moving quickly over the other factions. Now, loose engineer here. What's the plan? What's the plan, Moskvin? What's the strat? Are you screwing with me? Are you gonna scoot all the way up and steal that? That's the plan. Okay. Well, this is gonna be dumb. I'm amazed that's gonna get done. Oh, must have lost a harvester along the way. Yep, all that disruption's important. Also down here, easy target. There's no defenses, no nothing. 1 terror drone to rule them all. And change of paint. There you go. Lots of resource contention. This is exactly what I was really hoping for in the ally matches, but I just really didn't get it. Lisette built a lot of the wrong unit, as did Giles against Warren. Not seeing a whole lot of activity here in the middle. Super reactor online, which is required for the hammerhead tanks, or hammer tanks. Yep, super reactor going here as well for Moskvin. Moskvin hoping to steal the resources back, as is Oleg. They're wasting so much money just capturing crap. It's whatever. This is interesting. I'm really shocked how much they're letting each other get away with it. I guess. Colors painted and colors painted. Okay. Oleg actually giving his shake at some twin blades. Okay. Before I thought it was Moskvin that was doing the twin blade work. You know what? I'm wrong. Nope, it's always been Oleg. Wait till we get to play off against Zana. That's going to be also interesting. That's also going to be interesting. Yeah. In this power triangle, the aircraft is definitely dominating. Moskvin has... Oh, actually, I take that back. Now he has a little bit of anti-air. But before, there was nothing. A couple of twin blades can absolutely ruin an infrastructure. Even if you don't have a lot of time to do a lot of damage, aim for harvesters, aim for power infrastructure, aim for something that's going to slow literally everything else down. Power being more critical because it also shuts down any base defenses. It super, super, super hurts. Battle Lab going up for Oleg. Not seeing a lot of teching up out of Moskvin. Last tech structure was the super reactor. This really deli. Oh my gosh. Moskvin going in. Incredible. Fourth expansion point there, ready to go. A lot of loose troops. Moskvin doing a lot better with any amount of territory control. Oleg just kind of sitting on his dumpus. Holy crap, an apocalypse tank. We have not seen that yet, folks. I was really hoping we'd see some heavy Soviet armament, and I'm delighted that we are today. Apocalypse tank. It's no mammoth tank, but mwah, it's good stuff. Airfield, interesting. Interesting location for that. Moskvin doing a lot better on the economic side. Here we see Oleg, again, exactly as I said before. Massive opportunities here with the twin blades. Now, unfortunately, he stranded his units here. There's no ladder. There's no way to get up. There's no ramp. Those units are stuck. Bullfrog from Moskvin does some serious damage. Apocalypse tank coming through. Not sure what battle mode it wants to be. Harpoon or main guns. I'm seeing some terror drone action. I'm seeing... there's all kinds of whim-wham going on right now. Oh my gosh, the power play. That EM disruptor. Oh, that would have sealed the deal, I think. Terror drones getting a little piece of the action. What's going on right here? Okay, that's what I thought. This is going to be devastating for Moskvin if Oleg can get in and hit like the super reactor. Or any of the harvesters. Yeah. Moskvin kind of has a good mix of units, though. Everything's occupied by terror drones. Oh, that's going to get eaten. Munch. Yeah, everything's in fact... Oh! Oh! She lived, and then she immediately died. That was Natasha. Really nice hero of the Soviets. What is it? A long-range sniper rifle and can call in Badger bombers, something like that? Call in a bit of an airstrike? Yeah. In Red Alert 2, it was Boris, and he called in... What were they, MiGs? It was nice to see such amazing Soviet hardware get built, but to see it picked apart by a couple of terror drones, that sucks. Okay, what does Oleg even have? Nothing really. And an infection? What was happening there? Nothing ruder than having a couple terror drones outside your war factory. Yep, there we go. Infection. This is already dead. Moskvin pulling this whole thing around. Is that a Tesla coil? Wow. I didn't think we'd see any real base defenses. But it's good to see something. Yeah, Moskvin absolutely pulling this out of his hat. For sure. I did not anticipate this much boost. Oleg with the ion cannon. Iron Curtain. Ion Cannon and Iron Curtain both use the same first letter and confused me greatly, as surprise to no one. Moskvin's not pushing back with a lot of gear. I'm still laughing about this. Those guys are stuck. the sickle was able to jump out. There was a sickle and a couple of conscripts. But aside from that, yeah, this is a lot of money being bulldozed through. Wowzers. Okay. Weird spot for that, but he was able to make a little bit of money with the cash bounty as well. It was a nice shot. It was a nice shot. Right now, what would I do? Sell off some of this unnecessary crap, build up a defensible air force, and go from there. Because right now, there's nothing. Yep. That's killed him. Oleg is dead. This is going to be a nasty surprise. Yeah, both harvesters are contaminated with terror drones. This is going to be a very, very nasty surprise in a minute. I just want to watch. Oh, hey, look at that! He took my advice. He built a twin blade and then immediately ended it because of freaking the thing. Oh, and he doesn't have enough power to use the Iron Curtain. I honestly don't think it matters. There's nothing left for Oleg. When it really comes down to it, Moskvin has an Iron Curtain and a Vacuum Imploder on the build. Ready to charge. Yeah, seeing the Soviets go for more resource areas really, I think, is what sealed the deal and separates some of the other Soviet AI against some of the Allied AI. I think this was an interesting turnabout. And I really want to see Moskvin versus Zana, which we will see next. I'm going to take a bit of a break in between each matchup. Yeah, the V4s deal really good damage. And pop. Oleg trying to restart everything from scratch. An engineer. Is that new? No. If it were me, sell the Iron Curtain. Sell... You don't have anything else to sell. Oh, is that Natasha? Hey, Natasha from Moskvin. Maybe we'll be able to see her do stuff for more than a minute. Is Oleg gonna pull the biggest clutch cheese move ever? Just steal this right out of Moskvin's hat? Oh my. Oh jeez. Oh my. Incredible. Yeah, those civilian structures are a nice place to cram some infantry and give them a little armor, but it does not last. Alright, Natasha, what you got? Natasha can actually snipe multiple people in a line. So I guess it acts more of like a railgun than a regular traditional bullet, I guess. Yeah. Now Moskvin's just had it, just gonna tear it up. Poof! They get knocked back a little bit, like a cool explosion. I don't think you can one-shot it with Natasha. Close, though? Oh, you can! Holy crap. I think you needed to do 2 shots with Boris and Red Alert 2. Oh, yeah, it's a one-shot click. Click, click, doom. Yep. That is ridiculously good. And that's gonna end it. Oof. Oleg, oh, pride of the Soviets, really thought he had it going, bringing the banner in with the first win, outclassing Moskvin left and right, but this time, and the time prior, Moskvin was able to just get the job done. This is what I was saying before. I'll just click the button again so we get the, there we go. Very lockstep until 8 minutes 20 seconds, right around there, and then Moskvin just expanded harder. That's what this represents. Yeah, that worked out really, really incredibly. Also, having Oleg's harvesters get shut down with terror drones definitely didn't help his war effort. Oleg actually had more units more of the time, too. It just was a bad matchup. It was a bad attack formation. It was bad timing, bad whatever. But yeah, that worked out really well. Even the KD was actually pretty close. It wasn't like, oh, I killed 5 units for every one, and you killed none for every one, or whatever. So yeah, well done. Moskvin is going to go on to the next round against Zana. So yeah, we'll take a quick break, and we'll hit that up next. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.